Hello everyone, I am Priyansh Meena and I have recently completed my SQL course from Code Basics under the Data Analytics Bootcamp. So I am here with the presentation of my SQL project. I have done finance and supply chain analysis during this project. So starting with the agenda, involves problem statement, answering the ad hoc request, finding top markets, products, and customers based on the net sales, that is the finance analysis, and last one, the supply chain analysis. So, starting with the problem statement, Bruce is the owner of the Atlic Hardwares and he used to sell the computer peripherals. He emerged as the first indigenous manufacturers of the computer peripherals in India, and this gave birth to the Atlic Hardwares. Bruce and his teams worked harder and harder. Their sales and revenue increased, but the size of their Excel files also increased. So suddenly, what happened that Atlic Hardwares stopped working because of their important business planning tool, that is Excel, stopped working. So Bruce hired a data analyst, a team of data analysts who created the database using MySQL. So starting with the answering ad hoc request, first one, they want a aggregated table in which for the Amazon India customer uh, for the financial year 2021. In that table, they want month, product name and variant, sold quantity, gross price per item, and gross price total. So this is the solution for the first request. Uh, we have first of all we have joined the there are two tables, fact sales monthly and fact gross price. So fact sales monthly contain the sold quantity column, and fact gross price table contain the gross price per item. So we can find out the gross price total by multiplying these two columns. Further, we join the product table because it contains the product name and product variant. Uh, we join the customer table because it has the name of the customer as well as the code for the customer. These two codes you are seeing here is for the Amazon India. So these two codes are for the Amazon India, and this is the financial year 2021, and we have order by the date in descending order. So second request is the aggregated monthly gross sales report for Chroma India. So they want month and the total gross sales amount to Chroma India in this month. So this is the solution. They want month and the total gross price. So we have grouped on the date and used the sum function on the gross price on the multiplication of the gross price column and the sold quantity column. By multiplying these, we are getting the total gross price. And because we are performing the group by function, we use some function here. And First of all, we join the fact sales monthly and fact gross price table. Uh, and this is a function. This is a function finance side function which searches the this code, which is for the Chroma India in the customer code column in fact sales monthly. So this is the function which functions like this. So as I said, group we have grouped by on date and order by on date in ascending order. So third request is that this is the exercise I have done by myself. They need fiscal year and gross sales monthly amount in that year for Chroma. So this just required the replacement of the date column by the fiscal year column. So all the queries is the same. We have grouped by on the fiscal year, and that's it. Now finding top markets, products, customers based on the net sales. Now here comes the financial analysis. So first one, we have created the views. So what are views in SQL? Views are the virtual tables. They are not like the actual tables, but they store the data in the form of columns and rows. Uh, so they are like when we want an output table from our queries again and again to work on it. So we create views. So we have created the view of sales pre-invoice deduction. So we have the table for the sales pre-invoice deduction. We have we first joined the fact sales monthly table and fact gross price table, and we have calculated the total gross price. Then we have joined the fact pre-invoice table with with also the fact sales monthly table, and we included the pre-invoice deduction column from that. So this is the query written to create the result. Second step is that we need to calculate the net invoice sales, plus we need to join the post invoice deduction in that table. So in So in pre-invoice deduction table, we have and in step one we named that table as sales pre-invoice deduction. So what sales in pre-invoice deduction includes the total gross price and pre-invoice deduction. So we have performed the mathematical operation between those two columns and take and calculated the net invoice sales, and then we have joined the post-invoice deduction table with that table. So the new table, the new view we have created is now the sales post invoice deduction. Now the third step is creating view for the net sales. Now we have the net invoice sales and post invoice deduction. We can calculate the net sales. We have performed the mathematical operation within the query. Like you can see, this is the mathematical operation one minus sales post invoice deduction, and further, and we have calculated the net sales. Now, this is the stored procedure. Stored procedures are the set of SQL codes uh, which runs automatically when we give an input to it. So stored procedures uh, are used for automating the repetitive task. So we have provided two inputs for this stored procedure. First is the fiscal year, and the next is the top end, which is the number of the rows which we want. So the net sales is the view we have created, and we want the values in millions. That's why we have divided it the net sales with a million. And yeah, this view is for getting the top markets. So grouped by on market, this is the total net sales in millions, and this is the fiscal year which we will give as input. And the in top end, that is the limit, as I said previously, that in top end, and this is the view. This is the output of that view. We have provided 2021 as the fiscal year and top five markets. So this is the result: India, USA, South Korea, Canada, and United Kingdom. Fifth step, we have created the stored procedure for the product. It is the same like the previous one. Just we have the product in the place of market. This is the output of the procedure. So stored procedure, we have provided 2021, and again we have provided the same input. So this is the output. Now stored procedure for getting the top and customers. This is for the customers. Same like the previous ones. This is the output. Amazon in 2021 in India, we have provided the market input as well. 2021 in India, top five customers. That is Amazon, Atlic Exclusive, Flipkart, Electrical Society, Propel. Now here comes the supply chain analysis. So we have the table. We have the table fact forecast accuracy. So we have joined that fact forecast accuracy table with the fact sales monthly table. Uh, we have performed the full join between those tables and created this table, that is fact actual estimates. So we have created the stored procedure for getting the forecast accuracy. So first of all, we need to understand some important terms for the supply chain. First of all, is the net error, which can be calculated by subtracting the actual sold quantity with the forecast quantity. Uh, then net sales, sorry, net error percentage, which is the total net error upon total forecast quantity. Then the absolute net error, which we can calculate by performing the absolute function on the net error, and the net absolute error percentage, that is the total absolute error upon the total forecast quantity, and at last, which is the forecast accuracy, which is 1 minus absolute net error percentage. So this is the procedure we have created. First of all, we have created the forecast actual estimate table. Uh, then this is the CTE common table expression. We have used common table expression in this query. Common table expressions are used uh, to create a temporary table so that we can perform more queries on already created output by some queries. So we have used common table expression here. This is the first screenshot. This is the second. Yeah. So thank you so much.